everyone, thanks for coming back for another anime figure opening video today. Today we're going to be opening up the Ram Magical Girl figure that came out a little while ago. I believe this was released at the beginning of September, and as soon as I saw it in the game center, I immediately fell in love. I know she's not my Rem, but she is the twin of the Rem, so very excited to be opening this up. Let's kick things off though by taking a look at the box. So we have our Sega and ReZero logos up here. Over this side we have our Jaya Prize logo, and then we just have a beautiful Ram taking up the whole front. And it's really nice to actually see Ram smiling for once. And look at that cute little smile she's got going on there. Down here we have our ReZero starting life in another world, and Ram kind of right in the center there. And we have some Japanese down here, which is pretty hard to translate. I mean, this much I can get, the Major. But yeah, it's kind of tough, but she's a magical girl, so we're going to go with that. And then down here we have our SPM Super Premium logo, which we haven't seen in a figure for a little while. So yeah, hopefully they've done some good stuff recently. But that is the front. On the side over here, again, we have our SPM logo here with some kind of nice cool pattern going in the background. We have Ram looking off at the side and this cool broomstick going along here. That is awesome. Very excited to be opening that, or actually seeing this. So it's kind of cool. Again, we have these logos down here at the bottom, so those are there also. On the back, we have a ton of safety information. So some Japanese up there, safety information, Sega stuff down here. And there's also a QR code if you want to go and scan that. That should show you some of the Sega Plaza releases coming soon, so please do check that out. And then down here we have our KODOMOi official logo and a warning saying there's some sharp points in here, so be careful. And it's good I'm wearing gloves, so hopefully I won't get this blood prick. And then on the other side we just have Ram looking at the front, again with the Super Premium logo there, and all of our logos down the bottom. And on the bottom we have some instructions on how to put her together, so how to put her hat on, how to get her broom through her hand with the end point, and also how to stick in one of her legs. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be interesting to put together. And then at the top, we actually have a picture of Ram too, so you can actually see quite a cool kind of image here. So yeah, pretty funky. Okay, let's get her open. Okay, so let's go in with our knife. So originally, I saw this at the game center and thought I really wanted to get this. And when I was in Tokyo on a business trip recently, I went to a game center and we won her for 700 yen. So how could I not walk away without it? But yeah, 700 yen was an absolute steal. I haven't won a figure that cheaply in quite a while. This is kind of tough to open. Oh, it's all plastic. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Ta-da! Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there's quite a few pieces here. Like, here's all the little bits that we've got to stick onto the broom itself. Or is that a mop? It's more like a mop, actually. Huh, interesting. Alright, give me a few seconds and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so our stand. And here is our stand. And as you can see, it is a nice kind of semi-see-through white plastic. So we can see some kind of silhouette of my hand behind it. So kind of opaque. We also have a great Ram logo down here with our magical girl kind of Japanese. Again, I should probably work out what that says. But you can also see there's some kind of cool snacks like donuts and candy and lollipops. There's all sorts going on here, so yeah, pretty funky. You can also see there is also this tiny little hole here, which has a little bit of a kick going into the side there, so that's probably where her foot is going to go. And then on the back, over this side, it's really, really tough to see, but there is some information saying that it's KODOMOi anime, ReZero, made in China, and Sega. So hopefully that picks up. If not, just take my word for it. But yeah, funky stand. Let's put you down. And here is our Ram figure herself, and this already looks awesome. But we do have a lot of other parts. We do have this hat, and trying to film this at this angle with this is going to be nearly impossible without... Oh my god. No, okay. I thought I had it. So I'm going to have to review this separately in a second. Let's go through the figure first and then come through the accessories. We do also have the broom here, and the broom is supposed to come through her legs like so, if it will work, and then through her hand. So we'll come up like this. Here we go. So that's looking kind of funky too already. Wow, that's really cool. We do also have this really cool kind of end point here with a small hole in it. so we need to put that on too. And this was actually kind of complicated to get on, so I actually had to put it on off screen, but now it's nicely on the tip there, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, this broom already looks awesome. And there is actually one more point, but I've got to quickly grab it because it's kind of far away. Give me a second. There is also this small dangly kind of lantern here, or some kind of magical bottle, which we need to put quite carefully on the end here. So that might fall off during today's video. If it does, apologies in advance. But there we go. There is kind of the Ram magical girl figure. So let's get straight into looking at her face. So as we could see, Ram has these beautiful, beautiful red eyes. These are really, really pretty. Her nose does stick out quite a fair bit, which is interesting. Maybe because she's a witch. Maybe witches' noses stick out. And there we have a beautiful, beautiful smile. So very, very pretty. Also, I just thought this is probably coming out around Halloween time. Ah, there you go. We can also see that her hair has this lovely kind of crystally pink to it. So it's got that nice kind of frosted look to it. It's kind of solid in places, but that's not a problem because it has a wonderful, wonderful effect to it. So very pretty. There are a few strands here that are separated, and these are very sharp, so it's probably going to catch on my glove if I push it too much. We have one of her trademark ribbons here holding her hair to one side. And then on the back, again, it's that kind of nice frosted pattern, all coming into one kind of point at the end there. So yeah, very pretty. Oh, that fell off. All right, we're just going to leave that there for now. But that is her face. So moving down her body, we can see she's wearing this orange kind of choker, and it looks like she's got an emerald pendant attached to it, so that's pretty cool. We can also see going down the body a bit, she's wearing this very nice kind of purplish colour. I guess this is a purple, right? It's more of a pastel-y purple. This purple dress with nice orange around it. Again, suiting that theme of kind of Halloween. I guess it is the season. We can see that she's got this nice kind of frilly pattern at the top here, around the top of her bust. That goes all the way around the back and all the way around to the front again. It's a very pretty flower here in the middle between her breasts. And then also on the sleeves we have the same kind of pattern here with that frilly pattern at the top and the bottom. Same over here too. And then we have on this arm kind of her hand holding up like this because she's going to be holding onto her hat. So I think it's a pretty cool pattern. We do have one or two fingers that are separated by themselves because, as I said, she's going to be holding her hat. But we can also see that there is this really cool kind of orangey stars going all around the bottom there. She's also got an orange kind of bit there around her wrist. So yeah, pretty cool. We can also see that it's actually kind of hollow inside there too. So they have thought about how this glove would look realistically. So yeah, pretty nice. And then over here we can see it's the same kind of glove here, but this time it's actually holding onto this mop or this broom, whatever it is. We'll take a look at that in a sec. But then moving down her dress, we can see she's got this orange kind of strap going around the center, and this leads into this very pretty orange bow at the back. This is very nicely detailed. It actually looks like a bow has been made. Although here it's actually just one piece of solid plastic, so there's nothing separated, which isn't a problem. You don't really worry too much about that. So it's kind of cool. And then moving further down the dress, we can see that she's got this nice kind of big over, like, I don't know, cape? Cape's probably the right word here. This is actually very different plastic to the rest of this. It seems more of a see-through kind of acrylic, so it's kind of cool. And again, this has some of these nice kind of dents going inside of it, actually looking like a really cool kind of folded kind of cape, I suppose. This also has a very cool orange outline with these little kind of spiky bits coming off the sides. And what I love about this is it's got this kind of heart pattern at the back here, so it doesn't get in the way of her broom. So yeah, pretty funky, pretty funky. But underneath that, we do also have this kind of dress again, which is connected to the top here. It's the same color, it's that same kind of pastel-y purple. And this time it goes from a more kind of lighter purple into a darker kind of gradient, a little bit lower. And it's got these wonderful, nice white frills going all the way around the outside without giving you a pan shot there. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, as we can see, she's wearing thigh-high stockings. These are just a solid white colour. There is a little bit of an indent up there, which is probably where the strap is holding tight to her leg so this doesn't fall down. Going down the leg, we do have a nice kind of like design here, which is pretty cool. And we have these really, really funky boots. Again, it's the same kind of purple and orange combo that we've had for the rest of the figure. This has a nice fold at the top, so really, really pretty looking boots. And also the same flower that we saw up the top here. So, yeah, nice to see that there's a consistency. And she also has these orange high heels. And again, this point is so pretty. It's actually a really, really cool boot. So, very, very nice. And that's the exact same over here on this boot, where we have this kind of white solid part here which will go into the stand. And we will put this in the stand in a second, but we still need to have a quick look at her broom and her hat. So let's do that. So first, let's take a look at the hat. As we can see, again, this has the same kind of color motif that we saw on the figure down there. So very pretty. There's actually a lighter kind of more pastel-y orange inside of this outline of orange going all the way around here. So very interesting design choice there. It kind of makes it stand out a little bit more and gives a little bit more uniqueness to it. This also has a really cool kind of fold to it. So it comes out like a hat would fold. So actually pretty cool. Actually, this is awesome. This looks so funky. And again, it comes off in a very sharp point at the end. And then going around the rim of the hat, again, it has that kind of like nice bump to it. So it's not just a one solid round piece. It actually has a few kind of bumpy waves with this beautiful orange trim going around the outside. And here we have a little bit of a cut inside because this is where the front of her head would be. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's quite a cool little addition there. As you're looking underneath the hat as well, we can see that this has been molded to fit perfectly onto the top of the head. Now, it's not a tight fit, but it does kind of cover up all parts of the hair. So if there is a little bit of hair there, as you can see, it's kind of molded in. So that's pretty funky, pretty cool choice there. It's not going to go damaging the figure itself. So that's the hat. And then finally, we have this broom. Now the broom itself has this really kind of cool bristle effect at the bottom. I'm going to say this is a broom because it looks like it is more of a broom. I haven't seen any square mops before. But it's got all the bristles kind of nicely painted on the end there, always different kind of textures. We have this wooden part here with a nice kind of gold colour there to show that this is where it holds into the broom itself. There's a nice kind of white and purple pattern here at the end of the broom connecting to the head. And then the stick goes all the way up through her legs, through her hand. And it leads to this end point here with this kind of cool genie, magical looking end piece. This is a nice kind of gold colour. This does turn it all the way around, by the way. Same with the broom, you can turn that. And it has this beautiful red kind of orb at the end. So very pretty. We saw it fall down before, but we do also have this kind of like mini lantern, like a magical lantern. I'm not really sure. This is a nice purple colour. There's a nice kind of silver part there for the handle, and there's a little bit of gold there too, so pretty funky. And that just sits nicely at the end like so. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But okay, what we really need to do is get her in her stand, and hopefully with her hat kind of sticking at this downward angle. So give me 1 second. And by magic, we somehow got everything in the stand going nicely at this downward angle. And I am not gonna lie, this is beautiful. What a pretty figure. Now, I didn't give you guys a pan shot today just because it's kind of awkward to, especially now that it's in the stand as well, so apologies for that. I might give you, you know what, I'll give you all a very quick glimpse now. Let me take off the stand, okay? Oh, the things I do for love. Although this is actually kind of hard to get off now. There we go. Alright, if you don't want to see the pants, like a lot of you probably don't, please do skip to the time wherever it is at the bottom around here, wherever that may be. But until then, here we go. So again, as we can see, she has these white panties. This leg looks like it's having trouble getting stuck in completely because it does come out separately. And hey, everyone, because of you wanting me to give you a pants shot, things fell out, so now I've got to put it together again. But yeah, it's very plain, so there's not really anything going on there. Okay, let's get you back into the stand. 1 more second. Okay, welcome back, and she's back in the stand. Yeah, that was kind of a mess putting that together. Apologies for that. But anyway, don't just take my word for it. Let me give you all a few pretty shots of this figure. So let's take a look.
Wow.
Alright, and let's go and put you on the shelf. So today you are coming over here to the slightly reorganized RAM kind of shelf. This cute Posket figure might be in the way, but we'll just wait and see. But here she is, and what a beautiful, beautiful RAM figure. This is so pretty. Actually, one of the top 10 figures I've opened this year. This is so cool. But hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Please do give us a like, please do subscribe if you want to see many, many more anime figures like this coming soon. And yeah, we do have a ton more figures to open up, so come back for them in, well, I guess a couple of weeks. Alright, love you all. Bye!